finding me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do an empties video. There is a lot to talk about. I have been collecting empties for over a year. I'm so excited to film this because I'm so sick of having rubbish underneath my bed. I hate it. I hate the clutter. Depending how this goes, I would consider maybe doing another one, but I don't really want to do another one because I hate collecting this rubbish. In saying that, there's some pretty obvious trends with products that I love, so that's really cool to see that I keep on buying the same things over and over. I'm also a bit of a creature of habit. There's quite a few makeup products which I know most people don't get in empties just because it's really hard to go through makeup products, but my favorites, I have 3 to 4 of them. Before we get started, you know the drill, please like and subscribe and click that little red button down below, and let's get into this massive empties. I don't know what to start with. Let's start with the boring things first. I'm going to talk about my, God, there's so many. I'm going to talk about my body washes first. This isn't even all of them. I got so sick of collecting them I started throwing them out. I can't use soap because my skin reacts really, really badly to it. It just doesn't like it. So I use gentle cleansers. I will finish with my favorite one, but I've tried the Dermaveen and the Alpha Kerry. I actually really loved the Dermaveen one. It's great because it's thicker than a lot of the typical gentle cleansers that you use for your body. But the reason why I purchased the Cetaphil one instead, and I've almost finished the one in my shower I think, is because I can also use it on my face. This is a face cleanser as well as body wash, so it means I need less products. Actually I recommend all of them. They're much of a muchness. I would probably say this is my favorite for the body, but this is the one I keep on repurchasing because I can use it for my face and for my body, and I highly recommend. Okay, continuing with body, I have this Nivea Irresistibly Smooth Dry Skin Shea Butter. From memory, I did like this, but I do have sensitive skin, and I think I decided not to repurchase this just because it isn't as good for sensitive skin, but I did really enjoy it. Then I've got this Dirty Works Body Scrub. I actually really enjoyed this. It was a really nice, harsh scrub. I love having a harsh scrub. From memory, the smell was pretty nice too. As you can see, I've destroyed it. This is the Buff Your Stuff Body Scrub. I think the packaging is pretty cute. Overall, I would repurchase this. I'm going to quickly move on to fake tans. I have the Bondi Sands Ultra Dark and the Fast Tan and Deep Bronze. These are my two go-to fake tans. I use this if I need a really fast dark tan for an event. This one lasts a little bit longer, though I haven't been able to find the Deep Bronze anymore. They seem to have discontinued, which is annoying. They're both mousses. I like them both, though I haven't been fake tanning recently just because I can't be bothered. If you're going to purchase any, I highly recommend both of those. I'm going to move on to skincare. I have a ton of skincare empties, though a lot of them are duplicates. Let's start with this. This is my Cetaphil Daily Face Moisturiser for all skin types. I have a third one going in my bathroom right now. I really, really love this. It's great because it's affordable and it's good for sensitive skin. My dermatologist actually suggested it. It's fragrance free, it's paraben free, and it's just a good creamy moisturizer. You can see they changed the packaging. This is the old packaging, and I highly recommend this moisturizer. It's one of my favorites and I keep on buying it. I'm going to talk about the Avene Trizera X Emollient Cream. I don't actually think they make this anymore, but this is my second tube of it. I didn't actually finish it because I think it's gone off, but I really enjoy this. It's really, really hydrating. It is meant for sensitive skin, and it's fragrance free and it's a rich texture, which I completely agree with. Though I think by the end of this it was starting to break me out, but I don't know whether that's because my skin didn't like it or whether because it was just going off. But I remember at the beginning when I first started trying this, I absolutely loved it. It is the most hydrating moisturizer I've ever used, so I did really like this. If you can find it and you have sensitive-ish skin and you want a really hydrating moisturizer, I would go for this. Before I move on to my Dermalogica stuff, I finished up this Clinique Mini All About Eyes Rich. I really liked this. Most of Clinique's skincare is way too harsh for my skin, even though their face products makeup is great for me. But this didn't seem to react to my skin. I didn't get milia. I did really like it and I'd consider purchasing it. I'm going to talk about my Dermalogica products. I'm obsessed with Dermalogica, the Ultracalming range. I know that my skin loves it. I love all of their products that I've tried, and I've tried quite a few. I finished up the Ultracalming cleanser. I have another giant one of this in my shower. I love this product. I've finished up the Ultracalming Serum Concentrate. I have another one going at the moment. It's the only product of theirs from this range that I'm not convinced by. I don't think it does much for my skin, but my skin doesn't react to it. So we'll see if I stop using it and I have a significant change. And then I love this barrier repair cream. I've got another one going. As you can see, I actually slit them down the back to get all the product out I possibly could. I highly recommend the barrier repair if you have sensitive skin. It's a gel formula that doesn't react at all, and it creates a barrier. Well, apparently it creates a barrier to prevent from harmful things to your face, or it repairs your barrier. That's a terrible explanation, it doesn't matter. Oh, on the Dermalogica train, I haven't quite finished this, but I'm scraping the sides. This is Dermalogica's Ultra Calming Relief Mask. I love this product. I love having mask that soothes my skin, and it feels like it soothes my skin. It's nice and hydrating, but I can't seem to find it at many of the stores that I shop near me, so I think they might have discontinued it, which is really sad, but I did love this. Okay, I'm gonna talk about some hand creams now. I know I have an entire section on hand creams, but I do pretty much use one every single day. I have minis in my bag at all times. I have really dry skin. My cuticles are disgusting. So I try to make sure that I have a hand moisturizer whenever I need it. Used up these two full-size ones. This is the Olive Pomegranate Hand and Nail Cream from New Zealand. I liked this, but I didn't love it. I don't particularly love the smell of pomegranate. And then this Organi Hand and Body Lotion Shea Butter Lavender Extract in jojoba was really nice. It's not the most amazing thing I've ever used, but I did really like it and it wasn't too greasy. I also finished up this Love and Light Lush Hand Cream. I love the smell of this. It smells like Fruit Loops, which is heaven. The hand cream I didn't love so much just because it was really greasy. Like, you could definitely feel the moisture on your hands, but it did do a really good job. Now to some minis. I used up this mini Glasshouse Montego Bay Coconut Lime. This is my third favorite scent. It goes Christmas Pudding, Taha, and then Montego Bay. I really liked the scent of this. It was possibly a bit too scented for me to want to put it on my hands, but it was a good hand cream. I really, really love these Bodyshop creams, hand creams. They are the Shea range. I have two of them. I would definitely buy these again, but I do find they're a little bit pricey for minis. I don't find that they're too greasy. I find that they sink into the hands pretty fast. I also finished up this really, really cute moisturizing hand sanitizer. It's from Mad Beauty. It's like you open it here and then you squeeze it. I didn't love this mainly because it was so scented, and I hated like eating or doing anything with my hands after that. It just feels wrong, like it doesn't feel clean. I'm going to move on to, I guess, fragrance. I'll start with deodorants, which is a very sexy topic, I know. I used up this Rexona antibacterial defense spray. I used to only use sprays, and then I realized that they weren't that great for you. So I've moved on from using sprays. I only use sprays to freshen up or in my gym bag now. But this was fine. It wasn't too scented, which I like, and I didn't really make my skin sensitive. I've used up two of the minis of the Dove Original mini deodorant, spray deodorants. This is what I put in my gym bag. I like these. I don't love the scent of the Dove. It's quite powdery and it doesn't necessarily feel as fresh as the Rexona ones, but I don't mind them and they're easy to get as a mini. I've also used up these Mitchum deodorants. I haven't found a deodorant that I love. This is a gel one and I hated the gel one. It felt so weird putting like a gel that like squeezes out underneath your armpits. But they did have this clinical one, which is, it's like a stick deodorant. I actually really love the texture of the stick deodorant. The only reason why I haven't repurchased it is it's really expensive. It's like $13, $14 for a deodorant, which I really just can't justify continuing to buy. I'm going to talk about two fragrances I've finished up. I know I finished up fragrances. I finished up this Diamonds and Sapphires Elizabeth Taylor. I finished it up, but I don't love it. It's quite an old lady scent, so I finished it up. I would not repurchase it. I also finished up a Christina Aguilera perfume, which I always repurchase. I have another one going on, and when I finish that, I will totally repurchase it. I just love the scent. I've been wearing this since this was my first perfume my mum ever bought me, and I've been wearing it ever since. It lasts really well on me too. I know a lot of celebrity fragrances don't last well on skin, but this one does, and I will continue to repurchase it. Next, I'm gonna move on to hair, which I have a ton of product for. So that was my full-size shampoos. Up until the most recent purchases, I've always been using the OGX. I do really like their products. I have their macadamia oil conditioner, the cuckoo oil conditioner, and then their healing and vitamin shampoo and conditioner. I have another 2 in my shower at the moment, which I've almost finished. I do like their products. I think that they do a good job of my hair. I haven't been able to tell whether they're that much better than other things, but I do really like them and I really like the smells of them. Currently, I am trying out the new herbal essences range just to see what I think. The last full-size product I have here is the Kerastase Bain Antipeculier. It's essentially a dandruff preventing shampoo. I really enjoyed this. I used this up. I would consider repurchasing it if I have another really bad case of dandruff, but at the moment my hair is doing pretty well for itself. But I do really recommend this if you have dandruff. I think it was in a favorites at one point. I'm going to talk about some minis now. Most of these I got from subscription boxes. I'm going to talk about the Goldwell Just Smooth Taming Shampoo. From memory I did like this, but it wasn't enough for me to buy the expensive full size. I've also used the USPA Neem Seed Shampoo. I didn't like this. It didn't feel like it was hydrating my hair enough, and the smell was okay, it was interesting. I also tried the Chlorane Shampoo. It is with quinine and B vitamins. This reminded me the smell of a male cologne. It was also a similar case with the Neem one. I didn't think it was like hydrating enough, but the smell was really interesting. I also have some more Kerastase products. I have their strengthening shampoo, which I liked, and then I also have the Kerastase Mask Force Architect mask, which I also really liked. I thought it was really hydrating, but there are also so many drugstore options that it wasn't that much better. I have some dry shampoo. These are all Batiste. I have a giant Batiste one going at the moment. I really, really love their dry shampoo. It does the job for me, and even though it goes white, I actually can brush it out so that it doesn't leave white residue on my hair. I have got the Mamba, the Eden, and the Marrakesh scent. I think by far my favorite is the Marrakesh. This is the one I'll probably repurchase when I finally use up the giant one I have, but I highly recommend Batiste. They're a great dry shampoo and affordable. I'm going to move on to masks. I have tried this Innisfree Super Volcanic Pore Claim mask. It's dried out now, which is why I'm throwing out, but I did enjoy it. It's not my favorite mud mask I had ever used, but I did like it. I also have these 4 sheet masks. I didn't like this one. This one was from Kmart, and it is the Essenza Fuss Free Naturals. It reacted to my skin even though it said it was sensitive. I've also tried the Tony Moly I'm Real Aloe mask. I don't think my skin loved the aloe, but I'd definitely try another one of their masks. I also used this Rich Collagen face mask by We Glow. I couldn't tell if it was plumping or if it was reacting, but it did feel really luxurious, and it did kind of, I don't know, I felt like it was plumping my skin, so I did like this. I also tried out the Mustus Be a Skin Vegetarian Daily Harvest Squeeze Fresh Up Mask, which I also liked. It was good. I liked it. Moving on to some makeup products, which I know is probably the most exciting part. I'm going to start with some skin stuff. I've finished up this isn't skin, it doesn't matter. I finished up this MAC brush cleaner. I liked it, but I prefer my Cinema Secrets, but I found this on sale. I'd probably repurchase it. On the MAC train, I know it looks like it has product in it, but that's because I've refilled it from another MAC product. So I did finish this up. This is the Mini Fix Plus. I only use Fix Plus for wetting shadows. I can't use it on my face because it has average ingredients for sensitive skin, but I will continue to repurchase that just for the use of making my shadows shiny. I have got one use left, and I'm saving it, of this Perfectly Real makeup by Clinique. I wish they hadn't discontinued this. This is my favorite medium to full coverage foundation I've ever found. It always looks good on my skin. It looks beautiful and natural, and it stays on my skin long enough, and I'm so gutted they don't make it anymore. If you find one, I highly recommend trying it out. I've almost pretty much used up this Clinique Line Smoothing Concealer. I already have a backup. This is an 03 Moderately Fair. I have it on my face today. I love it because it blends into my skin really effortlessly. It's not too drying, it's also not too hydrating. It just sets and it works and it's good. I'm going to move on to lips. I have a lip balm here, the Lip Slip by Sarah Happ. I didn't realize how much I loved it until it was gone, and I've realized that this is one of the best lip balms I've ever used. It was always hydrating. I woke up the next morning with my lips soft, and I would definitely repurchase this when I'm making an order. It's the One Luxe Balm. It was like pink with a little gold shimmer, and I really, really enjoyed that product. I've also had to throw out, I'm so gutted, I still have quite a lot of product. Yeah, oh, actually I did a really good job of that. There's less product than I thought. This is a Burt's Bees lipstick. This is in Sunset Cruise. It's just gone off because it's got natural ingredients in it, the beeswax. It's gone all bumpy. That's the only reason I've thrown it out. I love those lipsticks so much. I have another 4 that haven't gone off yet. That's the only thing I'd say is if you have a large collection, it might not be the best lipstick for you just because you won't go through it before it goes off. I'm going to move on to brow products. Yeah, I'll go into brow products and I'll finish with mascara. I have a ton of brow products. And I wonder if you'll be able to tell what my favorite eyebrow brush is. I have used up 5 of these. I have one I'm using at the moment and I have a backup. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. They are honestly the best eyebrow pencil I've ever tried. I usually use 4, but I have 1 3 in here, which was also fine. I prefer 4. I wish they weren't so damn expensive. It's like $42 for an eyebrow pencil, but it's worth it and I keep on rebuying it. There's nothing else that needs to be said. These are amazing. Holy Grail brow pencil, the best ever. I have another brow pencil here, which is a close second. This is the NYX Micro Brow, and this is an espresso. This is better than the shade I have going right now, which is like hot chocolate, I think, but I wish it was a little bit more cool toned. It's not a perfect match like the Benefit one is, but it's a great drugstore option. Still expensive for drugstore. It's really, really tiny, precise at the top. I've used it completely, and I really, really recommend this brow pencil. We'll go back to Benefit for a second. I have a mini of their Gimme Brow. It is pretty much identical to the next one I'm going to talk about. I did really like it, but I wouldn't purchase the full size because I have a drugstore one that's just as good and a dupe. I have, you can tell I like this too, I have 4 of these. These are the Essence Make Me Brow and Brownie Brows. Yeah, I think it's Brownie Brows. And honestly, it's so cheap. Essence is so affordable. I use this every day. I have it on my brows right now and I absolutely love it. I will continue to repurchase it. I'm about to go purchase another one. It's just tinted brow gel with brow fibers and it's perfect. On brows, this is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which I use on top of the Essence Brow Gel because that doesn't hold my brows up enough. I have another one going of this at the moment. I really enjoy this. It definitely keeps my brows up. The only thing is the next one I'm going to purchase. I think I want to try the Benefit Brow Gel because I just haven't tried it, but it's a great brow gel. It's a holy grail for most people for a reason, and I've already repurchased it. Do you think I have enough mascaras? I have pretty good lashes, not trying to be cocky or anything, but I do have long lashes, so I don't need as much help necessarily, but I definitely have mascaras I prefer. I'm going to start with the ones I didn't like as much. This is the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Drama. I don't mind the wand though, it's not my favorite wand. I just didn't like the formula. Didn't do much for my lashes. This is like a little plastic spiky brush. It was really good for if you wanted to add more mascara on later in the day. It was pretty good at not clumping up and breaking apart some dried lashes. But as a first coat mascara, I just didn't really like it. Another mascara I really didn't like is this Luma Natural Beauty by Jess Hart mascara. Honestly, I just don't like the brush. I don't feel like it did anything for me. I still have some product in this. It's just a round bristle brush and it just didn't really, it wasn't terrible, but it really didn't do anything for my lashes, so I wouldn't repurchase this. Oh, I really didn't like this one. This is the Model Co. Fat Lash, and when they say fat lash, I know why, because the wand is flippin' ginormous. Look at that. It's double the size of most mascara brushes I use, and it's got a weird ball on the end which just gets mascara everywhere, all over my eyes. I just didn't like it. It's mainly the brush that I hate, not so much the formula. 2 mascaras that I thought were average are the Clinique mascaras. I don't know if they're the same one. This is rubbed off and this is the High Impact mascara. Don't get me wrong, I didn't dislike it. It was a nice mascara, it was good. It just didn't do anything amazing for my lashes to warrant buying a full price mid-range one. Another mascara which I thought was good but not great, but I would consider repurchasing it just because it's waterproof, it doesn't smudge with the water, and I really only bought it the first time for their mini end, which is the, which one is it? The Lower Lashes mascara. It's a great lower lash mascara. It's, the little brush is so tiny and it just gets perfectly on the lower lashes. And then the upper lashes is the main reason why I haven't repurchased it, because it's good but it's not great. It doesn't do tons of things for my lashes. I just bought the Total Temptations waterproof, which I'm going to try. If I don't like it, I'd repurchase this in the waterproof version. Now to a bunch of mascaras which I love. This is the Cherry Blooms, one of those kits where you get the fibers and the mascara. So many people don't like the fiber mascaras because I think they said that it drops into their eyes, but I didn't find that with this, and every time I wore this my lashes looked phenomenal. It's quite expensive, but seriously, every time I wore this without fail, my lashes looked insane. I have 4 minis of high-end mascaras, and all 4 of these, not that one, all these 3 I would really consider repurchasing. The only thing is that I love drugstore mascaras, so I find it hard to spend the money on the high-end ones, but if you want a high-end mascara, these are all fabulous options. This is the Tarte Light Camera Lashes. It is I don't love the packaging, but it is a natural brush, and honestly the formula just gave me beautiful lashes that weren't too crispy. This is also the Ciate Wonder One mascara. It's destroyed. I love the packaging though. It's got stars on it. It's an hourglass shaped bristle wand. I know that this is one of J Kiss's favorite mascaras, and for a good reason. It did a beautiful job of making my lashes nice and voluminous, and I did really enjoy this mascara. Another one I really loved was the IT Cosmetics Superhero mascara. It has a bristle wand. It's actually really similar in looking to the Tarte wand, but it did beautiful lengthening jobs for my lashes, and I really enjoyed this mascara too. A mascara that I just thought was average is the Holy Grail Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. My lashes looked beautiful, but I always get fallout. I get little black specks all over my face, and that's the only reason I don't like it. Well, I like it, but I don't love it. I wouldn't repurchase this in a full size. The 3 full-size drugstore mascaras I have, I've already repurchased this L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black. It's a Holy Grail, it's a classic. I really like it for making my lashes look super long. I do find that my lashes aren't as comfortable by the end of the day. Lashes do get a bit crispy, but I get the most length from this mascara than any other mascara I've tried, which is why I love it. Then these 2 I really enjoyed. I put them both in my favorites whenever the last favorites I filmed was. And these are both by Maybelline. This is the Colossal Big Shot and then the Lash Sensational. I really like both of them. I think they're both great mascaras. The Colossal Big Shot is a larger bristle wand, and then the Lash Sensational has a really unique curved plastic wand on it. I actually think I prefer the Lash Sensational. I just think I get more results from it. I feel like I got more curl and more volume and length, probably more length than volume. This is a bit more voluminous? Voluminous, depends what you like, but both of them are really great mascaras. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I've used a lot of products in a year. So I'm gonna leave it there because this video is already a million years long. If you did enjoy it and you enjoyed me doing a 1-year one, I would consider doing it again, but it's a lot of trash to keep. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you found the reviews helpful and that I wasn't too out of focus the entire time. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you later. Bye. Rude. Focus. I didn't love it. It is the most hydrating moisturizer I've I'm so hungry, which is why I'm like stuttering and shaking. Do much for my brow gel. I highly recommend Batiste Celebrity Fragrance. And these are, I'm making my brushes. Oh, I need food. I just feel like it's weird to have this is gonna be fun to edit.